Just good? Great. Well, my name is Tyler, and I'm from Sanford. I wanted to thank you guys for coming out, even though it was a little hot today. But it was fun. You guys got to hang out with Alan and Chad and mix it up with the Augie guys here. So I appreciate you guys coming out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to introduce a guy that's going to come up here and he's going to talk to you guys for a little bit. And then he'll do a little question and answer. And then we'll have Chad come up and do the same thing. And then we'll get you guys squared away with some t-shirts for coming out today. That sound good? And actually a drink over here too as well. So Coach OJ will explain that part. But I want to introduce a guy that is a guy that you guys did get a chance to see to play, but was an unbelievable player for the Vikings. And I am probably not the best guy to talk about how great he was, but Bobby Knight stood up at the stage last night and talked about how great of a person and player this guy has been. So I'm going to introduce you guys now to Alan Page from the Vikings. Give him a round of applause.
Thank you. How's everybody? You have a good day? Anybody hot? Anybody not hot? We're all hot, right? Well, first of all, let me say, good job this afternoon. You all did a great job, particularly a great job under the circumstances. I know what it's like to be on a football field in 94-degree weather, and you know, you don't feel so good. Things aren't necessarily going the way you want them to, but in the end, you learn something from that. What you learn is about yourself and your ability to overcome obstacles. In this case, the obstacle happens to be the heat, but it could be any obstacle. And the same way you overcame the heat, you can overcome whatever obstacles come along. I know you learned a little bit this afternoon, which is a good thing. One of the things that I learned from football is that listening to your coaches, paying attention, focusing on the task at hand, whatever it may be, whether it's kicking field goals or what do we have down here in the corner, throwing the ball through the net, or the defensive line drill where you're making tackles. All those things you learned a little bit, and that's part of your growth and development. Just the same as your learning in school. How many of you like school? Doesn't like school? Well, for all of those of you who don't like school, I got a little secret. Even when you don't like it, you can do well. You can perform well. All you have to do is focus on that obstacle that's in front of you. In that case, the obstacle is schoolwork that maybe doesn't interest you, but you can do it anyway. One of the things you learn out here on the football field is to do things that you need to do even when you don't want to do it, or you don't feel like you can do it. It's one of the lessons that I learned from football, and I should tell you, I spent 11 and a half years with the Minnesota Vikings, 3.5 years with the Chicago Bears, 4 years high school in Canton, Ohio, and 4 years at the University of Notre Dame. And things didn't always go well, but along the way, I learned to deal with adversity. I learned to focus. I learned to analyze a problem. whether it's a math problem or a tackling problem or the quarterback that you have trouble getting to. You have to figure out how to overcome those things. And for those of you who don't like school, let me tell you a secret. If you want to be an athlete and you want to be a better athlete, work hard in school. One of the things I discovered by accident early on in playing football is that it involves a lot of physics and geometry and math principles. And if you can learn to apply those principles that you learn in the classroom, you're going to be a better athlete. I'm excited to be here with you this afternoon. I should tell you, I have grandchildren that are the age of some of the younger children here, and I wish I'd brought them along so they could have participated today. But watching you out here, your enthusiasm, your hard work, your willingness to withstand the heat, you should be proud of yourselves. I think all the coaches, and I certainly am proud of you. So congratulations on a good job, and a good job well done. How about we allow you times for some questions? Yes. What happened to my pinky? Well, first of all, I might as well put in the commercial plug here. My daughter and I, she's a second grade teacher, have written a children's book titled Alan and His Perfectly Pointy, Impossibly Perpendicular Pinky. I injured it multiple times playing football. I was, the first time, and I have to admit to being a slow learner, the first time I was making a tackle, the ball carrier was going that way, I was going that way, and got a hand on him, and my pinky decided to go that way while I was continuing to go that way. And I dislocated it. And it hurt. I mean, it really hurt. I wanted to cry, except that there was a problem. I was in the middle of a football game. And in fact, when it happened, I bent over and started whining. And one of my teammates, Jim Marshall, a great football player, came over and said, "What are you doing?" And I whimpered something and showed him my pinky. And he grabbed it and yanked it back straight. And if I thought it hurt when it happened, it really hurt when he yanked it back straight. One problem. The other team was now up at the line of scrimmage. And I'm still whimpering and whining, except that they're about to run a play. And so I have to get down in my stance, and given the position that I played, defensive tackle, on the right side of the line, I had to get down in my left-handed stance and put all my weight on that finger. And if I thought it hurt when he pulled it straight, and if I thought it hurt when it happened, I didn't know anything about pain. But that's what I was talking about when it comes to being able to focus, because I had to bring my attention back to the game itself. And ultimately, I got a chance to get to the sideline, and they taped these two fingers together. And the next time out, of course, I didn't keep them taped together. And eventually, all the ligaments on this side got destroyed. And so the ligaments on this side pull it that way. And thus we have Alan and his perfectly pointy, impossibly perpendicular pinky. There's one good thing about having a perfectly pointy, impossibly perpendicular pinky. How many of you are bicycle riders? You all know about bicycle safety, right? Well, I'm out riding my mountain bike and I want to make a left-hand turn. I just pop that turn signal out. They're looking like they don't believe me. It's true. It's a really good turn signal. The other question. In the back. And use your outside voice. Could somebody relay that? When I was at Central Catholic, it was okay. But there were two really good schools. Canton McKinley and the Massillon Tigers. They are the really good schools. There were two other schools, Alliance and Warren. They were also great schools. We were sort of in the second tier, although we weren't too bad. Except for, I should admit this, in my senior year of high school, well, my freshman year the team was 9-1. Sophomore year it was 10-1. Junior year it was 10-1. And my senior year it was 4-4-2. So I didn't hold up my end of the bargain. Yes. The hardest thing about going into the NFL, well, the biggest lesson I had to learn was in college. Your mentality was you hit people as you could and knocked them around. And that's how you got to the quarterback or the running back. In the NFL, the offensive linemen, all they want to do is get in your way. Because all they have to do is keep you from getting to the quarterback. And they just be happy as they could be if you spent all your time pounding on them. Because while you're pounding on them, the quarterback is throwing the ball. So I had to figure that out and work through the notion that the shortest distance between me and the quarterback was the straightest line I could take. And that's really the focus, and in many respects, a lot of the success that I had. Are you getting the hook? One of the young women. Yes. How many teams did I play on? I played on two professionally, the Minnesota Vikings and the Bears. The Bears. Well, thank you for allowing me to share my thoughts with you this afternoon. You've been a great group, fun to watch you practice. Good luck in the future. And if you don't remember anything else that I said, remember this. When you prepare yourself, when you work hard in school, you can achieve whatever your hopes and dreams may be.
You guys give a round of applause. Thank you, Alan. All right, so we'll do the same thing, and I think you guys all know who this guy is. He's been here this is your second year? Yeah, just second year. Why don't you give...
Thank you. How you guys doing? Hot, so hot sitting on the turf, isn't it? Yeah, we'll keep this quick. I just want you guys all to recognize Alan one more time for coming out and seeing you guys. He's in the Hall of Fame, the best players in NFL history.
Yes.
And you guys have a real treat for him being here today. So thank you, Alan. I just want to say a couple things. So being out here today when it's so hot and watching you kids come out and compete and have fun and figure out a way to work together and work through the heat, enjoy yourselves. That was fun to watch. These opportunities for you kids are few and far between. I know when I was a kid, I didn't get a chance to come to camps like this and meet NFL players, former NFL players, Hall of Fame players. So this is pretty cool. For you guys to meet Alan Page is awesome. So consider yourselves very lucky. Thank your parents. Thank you guys in the stands. Give them a round of applause, Mom and Dad. Thank you. Because without them bringing you, you wouldn't have this awesome time. But the most important part about playing football, and everything Alan said about education was correct. But remember one thing, this game is the most fun when you're having fun with your friends. When you're a teammate, a great teammate, and you're out here enjoying yourself, enjoying the game, and doing it as fast and hard as you possibly can, every day, over and over and over, getting better every day. So, thank you guys for coming out. It was awesome to be here again. Great to see so many of you kids for the second, third year in some of your cases. So with that, I'll take a couple questions. Go ahead. Yeah, I played with Jared Allen. Hopefully he'll be in the Hall of Fame one day like Allen. And he was awesome. He played the game so hard and so fast. He had the same idea. Get to the quarterback with the straightest line possible, and he did that all the time. And you guys remember the celebration. Who remembers the celebration? Jared's sack dance. You can't even see out here. No, wrong. You can't do it. Anybody else? Let's see it. No, wrong. Jared Allen sack dance. Go ahead. Yep. There you go. Close enough. Tied up the calf. Anybody else have a question? I play linebacker. When I was in high school, I played quarterback. I still think I'm a better quarterback than a linebacker, but nobody else sees it that way. 33. How old are you? 10. Nice. I've only played for one team. I played for the Vikings. This is my 11th season. He asked how it felt when Blair missed the field goal in the playoff game. I can tell you this, I wasn't frustrated with Blair because without him, we wouldn't have been in that ball game. He made 3 kicks in -6-degree weather to keep us in the ball game. I was mad at our offense for not scoring touchdowns. But I was just upset that we didn't get a chance to advance to the next round. I thought we had a team that could really compete and try to get to the Super Bowl. But hopefully we'll do that this year. The hardest I've ever been hit, I don't remember it. No, it happens a lot. When you play in the NFL, there's one thing that's for certain, is you get your butt kicked at least once a game. My new favorite linebacker, Anthony Barr, Eric Kendricks, both of those guys are great players. Most importantly, they're great teammates. They're smart football players, and they care about the game. That's the most important part. I do not think I'll go to the Hall of Fame. That'd be sweet, though. I think we had a chance to beat the Panthers, absolutely. They were very good, but we had a good football team too. So it all comes down to getting yourself in that game and making less mistakes and playing good. Yeah, I played with Adrian Peterson for 10 years of my career. He's been an awesome teammate, a great friend, and a guy that does so much for his community, but it's awesome to watch him work. Last question. Well, we just want to make sure that history doesn't repeat itself. So we want to create our own history and be the first team to go to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl. So we haven't been to a Super Bowl since '79, I think it's been a long time. It's time to change that. That's it, guys. Thank you guys for paying attention. Great job today. Thank you.
Hey, everybody, keep seated. Keep seated. We got some prizes and stuff for you. Sit down. We're almost done. We're almost done. Okay, I know the turf is hot for Alan and Chad. Guys and girls, I'll tell you this. Okay, I'm 48 years old, and I'm one of the people that got to watch Alan Page play, and he was phenomenal. When they talk about guys getting hurt.
Testing, testing, testing. I don't know if you can see the head or arms or what. But all right. Whoops. Sorry. Chad Greenway, thanks for coming to Sioux Falls, South Dakota today. Back to your old stomping grounds. We're proud of you, Mount Vernon native, and we're also very proud that you do the things you do off field. That's the most important part, but hopefully you will be in the Hall of Fame someday, young man. Nicely done. Go get them, Vikings 2016 to 17 Super Bowl, January, or February 2017. My birthday's in February, please. That would be really a nice birthday gift. Thank you. Later. Go get them. Score another touchdown, by the way, like you did last year, okay? Score another one. Right up the sideline. Judge Alan Page, great book, by the way. I got a poster of you in probably 1969, 70. I was with the family in Kansas City. I remember buying it as a kid. It's probably 7, 8 years old. And I'll never, I still have that poster somewhere buried in the basement. But I'm telling you, been following your football career for years. Much more impressed with what you've done since then and what you do now. Thank you for coming to Sioux Falls. I was too nervous. I was there watching on the sideline in the bleachers at Augustana University, but didn't get a chance to meet you. Would have loved to have shaken your hand, and thank you. But this is my opportunity to do so. Thank you for being such an important part of my life. Just being part of the Vikings fans. You and Chad coming to Sioux Falls today was pretty cool, or the last couple days. And thank you again very much. Go get them, 88. Here we are. Judge Page, got to let you know that part of the softball slow pitch church league team, the Gospel Goofballs. I don't know if you can see that. There it is. I'm the manager of and player for. We've got a lot of Viking fans on that team. But here's our softball little logo there, and you can tell the influence you've had on my life since 88's and all. And don't tell anybody this, but 88's probably in a lot of my passwords. Okay, and continue doing your great work as a retired justice, and take care. Go Vikes, SKOL!